do.
This is for the birds. Last night, go to sleep. No problem. Can't go to sleep.
Don't you hate that?
It's all y'all fault. You want to know? Do you? You're breathing my air.
All right, I'm going live.
Really? 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 I was strangled for kids tonight.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy,
Again,
lordy. Hey, Bill.
my first night, I fell asleep after 12 o'clock.
That's because your body's still stuck on graveyards.
And I got to get up at
2 o'clock.
2:15.
How are you, Bill?
They're toasted.
I'm live.
I don't care. The kids are toasted.
You don't live?
I will strangle you too.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You like it too much.
Sorry you had to hear that. Oh, he's on one tonight. Yeah, I'm in bed. I'm in bed. Um, hey, then it works. It works. I'm trying to relax. This may not be the usual time frame. Um, I do have an extra busy day tomorrow. So, yeah. And I've been fighting a headache, urge of a migraine all day. So, it has been one of those days. It has been one of those days. Yeah, yeah. It's probably going to be a short one tonight. Just so I can get a little bit extra relaxation. Probably not going to be sleep, but maybe just some physical rest. So, it's been one of those days. It has been one of those days. Still have one bonus kid who's really trying not to go home. Oh, good. Yeah. If I could just get my neck to pop. Yeah. Basically, Scooter. Basically. That's kind of what she said. I said tomorrow she's got to go home so that she can spend time with her family over the school break too. Yeah, I had my little massage. Oh, I put it down here. It's right there. I had my massaging mat out earlier. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, it is that time of year. We have a light storm blowing in, so that hasn't helped either. It's supposed to snow Tuesday, so the weather's been windy and it was wet today. It rained a little bit, so that's never good. That makes me hurt worse. So yeah, I just kind of relaxed today. What did y'all do today? That's what it's doing right now, Scooter. And it rained a little bit today, which then on top of the cold and wind, and then it was wet. Ugh. And that does not help. Yeah, I've been listening to things most of the day. It was most certainly a lazy day today. I should have been crocheting, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. No, well, I did. I did. I take that back. I did. Just not as much. Oh, okay. Yeah, hung out with the kids in the living room for a little while. It was just one of those days. Oh, who went live today? All right. I gotta count my rows here. Oh, okay. All right. 13. Okay. Yeah, I was watching more tutorials and stuff. So I didn't see anybody. I didn't watch anybody live today. All right. I got 7 more rows and this one is done. So this is 14. I can't wait till spring. Oh, she sounds just like, what is it, Stewie? Ah, okay. Just in case, make sure sunrise is there. Yeah, I'm already over it. And it's very possible to snow into May here. May. I've even seen it snow as late as 4th of July, watching the fireworks out on the highway while it was snowing. I kid you not. I'm hoping, beyond hope, it is not going to be another year like that. I've watched the fireworks for 4th of July parked on the side of the highway while it was snowing. Again, I hope that doesn't happen this year. I'm so good. You don't need all that mess. Yeah, you're telling me. Yep. Pull off the side of the highway, off one of the side streets, because they used to do the fireworks in a different spot than they do them now. And pulled off, watching the fireworks while it was actively snowing. So, yeah, no, I'm good. I am good. Pass. Thank you very much. 15. I don't know if I finished saying it, but I do have a lot of dogs tomorrow, Scooter. It might be a good idea to have sunrise, just in case. I'll do my best, but I might be a tad bit late. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do my best. I'll be there. I just might be a little late. That's all. I'll be there. Just might be a tad late. All right. That works. Row 16. Okay. Yeah, I'll be there. I just might be a little late. And if anybody is late picking up, I might have to step away for a minute to check out. If that happens, I'll let you know in the chat. Oh, Bill. Modding isn't hard as far as like what you have to do. The hard part about modding is being able to objectively follow the rules of the creator, not let, your personal thoughts and feelings get involved, not let people, piss you off, all that. But the function of a mod is not hard. It's the thanks, Scooter. It's the, if chat gets worked up, if a problem happens or whatnot, it's about, the hard part is with channels of our size. The hard part is really just making sure you don't take it personally, you're not using your personal views and thoughts, that you're following the rules of the creator themselves, not your rules, and not letting people get to you, which most of the time is not an issue. Now, if you're talking about channels like Aaron, Streets, um, Reese, yeah, you start talking about channels that size. Oh yeah, that can be tough because the chat just flies. Yeah, no, I'm good. No, no, not when Aaron goes live and he's got 1,500 people in there. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much. I will pass. I like our smaller chats. It's a lot easier. Hey, Tracy. $17. Almost done with this hat. Hat. And then from here, I will be starting on the scarves. So I'll trim out each scarf in the yarn color of the hats that I made. So I've been rocking on these. Oop, there we go. I've been getting these done pretty fast. Trimming the fleece won't be hard because I'm just going to do a single row all the way around. So that's going to be easy. There we go. Yeah, I've got the other ones clear across the room, so I'm not getting them right now. But this is number 5. So I got this one and one more. And then trim out the fleece. And then after this, I have, after Christmas, of course, I have an alien puppet that I'm supposed to make. So that'll be fun because I don't have a pattern. It's literally going off of a picture. I have to design it based on a picture. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be some trial and error as I design it. $18. Yeah, I do a lot of work like that. Of course, when I make this, I'm gonna have to write it down as I go because I'm gonna have to make 2 arms, 2 antennae, 2 eyes that are smaller than my normal alien eyes. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be writing down the pattern as I go, so I can duplicate it for both sides. Yeah. And this one's super easy. These hats, they work up stupid fast. It's chain 2, work 7 single crochet into the second from the chain, join, chain 2, half double crochet 2 into each, so you'll end up with 14 stitches, join, chain 2, and the chain 2s do count as a stitch. So then row 3 is 2 into 1, 1 into the next, 2 into 1, repeat it that way for 21 stitches. The next row, row 4, is chain 2, that counts, 1 there, so it would be 2 into the first, 1 each the next 2, just your standard increase, round increase. till you get to 56 stitches. Then it's a total of 20 rows. So that should be row 8 when you end up with your 56 stitches. So row 9 through 20 are just straight 56 half double crochets. And then your last row is a single crochet, but I've been kind of switching it up and doing the reverse single crochet. I've done ear flap. I did one with post stitches. It's the same basic pattern, but I've kind of made each one a little different. Here, let me see if I can find it real quick. I found the pattern on Pinterest. Yeah, it's a super easy pattern. So let me see if I can find it. Crochet. That's not it. Did I save it? I may not have saved it. Dadgummit. I don't think I saved it. I think I just printed it out, but I didn't save it. Okay, so let me... I feel like I have to sneeze. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I think that's double crochet. I don't think that's it. Da, da, da. Yeah, this is a double crochet. It's somewhere, but not the same. That's not it. Okay. I must not have saved the pattern. But it's a super easy pattern. I'll have to go back and look for it. Because I don't see it. Because there's no, what I liked about it, there's no ribbing. I hate crocheting ribbing. Even as fast as I crochet, ribbing is a pain and takes me forever. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Hour and a half. That's not it. Yeah, I must not have saved it because I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So I must not have saved it. Which is unusual because I usually do save stuff. Yeah, it's a beanie pattern. So basically you start with chain 2 and then single crochet 7 into the second from the hook. So into your first chain. So this one starts with a chain, not a magic ring. So you single crochet 7, join, chain 2, and then 2 half double crochets in each stitch for a total of 14 stitches. Then join, chain 2, row 3 is, so your chain 2 counts. So then you would half double crochet into the same stitch, then one half double crochet in the next, then 2 half double crochets into the next. Repeat that around for 21 stitches. Row 4, same basic thing, but you'll have 2 stitches in between. Row 5 is 3 stitches. Row 6 is 4 stitches. Row 7 is 5 stitches, and row 8 is 8 stitches. So that's where it starts coming around, because we stopped the increase at row 8. You should end up at the end of row 8 with 56 stitches. And then it's just repeating each row is 56 inches, or 56 stitches, rows 9 through 20, which I'm on row 18, almost done with row 18. And then your last row is a single crochet, but it also has the option that you can add ear flaps on it too. If you want the pattern, right, Tracy, if you want the pattern, we'll find the pin and send it to you. Okay. Yeah. I'll find the Pinterest pin and I'll text it to you, because it works out really fast. And it's worked with a K hook. So a big one. Yeah, we were talking about sunrise. So I'm on row 18, and when the live started, I was on row, what, 13, I think? 12 or 13. So, but it's a nice little pattern. And it's just heavy enough that it's warm. No, you're fine, Sunrise. You're fine. But yeah, it works up really fast. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get there as soon as I can. But I have a big day tomorrow, with it being the last day I'm working before Christmas. $19. Oh, good. That's good. Two rows and this hat is done. I think I might do the single crochet backwards instead of the normal way, where you see the back of the single crochet for the finishing row. I have a row and a half to figure it out before I get there. Nope, you're fine. You're fine, Sunrise. All good. I might just be a late, but yeah, I've got 8 or 9 big dogs too, because I had to shift a few for Tuesday and Wednesday to tomorrow. So yeah, I was just thinking about that too, Scooter. All right, last half double crochet row. Oh, no, split stitch. There we go. Row 20. And you probably have quite a bit to show too, with switching the days and then everything. Probably going to be a little bit longer show. Famous last words, exactly. Exactly. Famous last words. Sunrise. So I'm taking it Sebastian is feeling better. Seeing how he was harassing Ariel and now he's waving at the cats. So I'm taking it he's doing better. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. Now we're gonna turn and crochet from the wrong side to give it a different look. Oh, good. I'm really happy to hear that. Really happy. I hate those painted shells. Ugh. Hey, Carrie Ann. How's my boy doing? Oh, wonderful sunrise. I hate those. They're either dyed or painted. Yeah, it's not good for them. Not good at all. So I'm happy to hear that. Um, visual to visual. Um, there's actually a big controversy with hermit crabs because a lot of them are picked up and taken straight from the wild and sold as pets. Um, so they'll do things like that to get people to buy them, make them look cuter. Yeah, that's what it's for. That's fantastic, Carrie Ann. Mr. Jasper. Oh, yay. Yeah, he looks like he's at home in that one. There's my Jasper. he's so precious. There's Jasper. And there's Sebastian in his new shell. Love it. I hope you could see that because I can't see. I'm not looking at the screen. There we go. Yeah, it's good. It's not. Exactly, Sunrise. All right, Carrie Ann, go have fun. See you later. Yeah, a lot of times it's not necessarily a point that they don't know. It's that they really don't care. It's all about the money. Merry Christmas to you too, my dear. There it goes. All right. And I just dropped my needle. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Ah. All right. It's done. I like it. Yeah. I like the tones in this one. Hey, Mark. How are you, honey? Yep, I like that one. Mmm. Oh. Yeah, Sunrise, but then you'd be overwhelmed. And they get stinky fast if you're overwhelmed and not caring for the cage properly. Oh, well, see, I do have a squeaky sneeze. If I worked one of those hats straight through, I'm thinking maybe hour and a half or so. Mark, yeah, they don't take long to make, and I crochet pretty quick. So the problem is it's hard for me to crochet straight through like that anymore. I have to take breaks. So that's the hard part. All right, can I get it through? Nope. Dadgummit. I'm going to use a smaller one. I was hoping to avoid that. Can I get it through? Haha. Yep. Okay. Should be a pain. All right. Yeah, if I crocheted it straight through with no breaks, it wouldn't take me long. Yeah. That just means Biscuit was meant to be part of the group. Ha. That's what that means. He was meant to be there. I said keep sliding. It's not supposed to slide. Damn it. There we go. Da, da, da. Ah. Oops. This is the hard part. Because Fleece wants to slide. Ooh, no. That would freak me out. That would freak me out for sure. Right? All right, Scooter Mom. That was a little. That one was a little high. There we go. That one was a little low. Dadgummit. There we go. That one's even. Even Stevens. All right. So that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to just trim out each piece of fleece with the yarn that matches the hat. I don't know if I've got a smaller hook here. That one's bigger. Now, this one is the smallest one I have in my little cup here. I'd have to get under my bed to get my other crochet bag that has my other kit. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It's right here. Yes, beast mode. It is right here. I forgot I still had it out. Da, 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 da. This has got the yarn from the beaver. All right, let's see. Which ones are here? That's a 2. That might go through a little bit easier. And that's the one I've got right there, 2.5. 2.5. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's see if it pokes the holes a little bit better. This is not the one I want. This is my, yep, that's my light up one. That's not going to work. I'll end up breaking it if I try to use that. All right. Let's see what size this one is. That's also a 2. So I should actually probably try this one, because that rubber grip might try to slide around on me. All right, let me try this. Make sure she's not on the furniture. I hear that. I feel that. All right. Put that one there. All right, let's see if this one makes it a little bit easier. It should. Ha! Yeah, it's a little bit easier. All right. That's a little bit easier. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. That's a tad bit easier. All right. That's a tad bit easier. Ooh. This is true, Scooter. This is true. But that's part of the charm, honestly. Hey, Big Chief. How are you, honey? Yeah. All right, I think I got a flow down, you guys. As long as the yarn doesn't split. Yeah. All right, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I'm already having a hard time with this yarn wanting to split. Really hope I can make do with this hook. Not have to go smaller, because that would be a pain. Maybe. Yeah. I was hoping maybe the... Oh, yeah. If you just be able to find a way to get your hook through the fabric, which usually simply involves using a really small hook. and then kind of stretch the stitch a little bit. Just like that. It's just a pain because you have to punch, either go through and pre-punch the fabric with holes or punch a small needle through, which then can be a pain because sometimes it splits the yarn when you're trying to crochet. You got to stretch it to make sure that your stitches aren't too small, because you can't stack the stitches on top of each other, then it looks funny. So you got to spread them out a little bit. So it can be a pain, but it can be done. Ah, there it goes. It can be done. Oop, nope, not half double crochet, just singles. I hear you, sunrise. I feel your pain. So there we go, see? That's actually backwards, but now that we're getting into the lighter color, you can see better. Yeah, prim and proper. I hear you. I ain't prim and proper either. How you think? I probably would not fare very well. Yeah, I could care less anymore. I have told enough people I am not fitting into nobody's box. Besides that, my hips are too wide to fit into somebody else's preconceived box. There we go. Yeah, exactly, Big Chief. And I'm usually the one that says that, and I end up not invited. Right, Scooter? Yeah, my hips is too wide to fit into anybody else's preconceived notion box of what I should be. I know, man. She's snoring hardcore tonight. Actually, don't even have the heart to wake her up tonight. I have a pair of fuzzy britches over there that fell out of the basket, and she's been using them as a pillow all day. I haven't had the heart to pick them up because she's been using it as a pillow all day. So it's like, I'll pick them up in the morning and put them in the basket. So yeah, she's literally had her head. She's made a little nest for her head, and it just fits right there. And she's been all day. I was like, get it, girl. Yep. Yep. Claimed him as her pillow today, and that's all she wrote. So yeah, she made a little nest that's just perfect for her head, and it kind of, you know, the legs kind of come up around her chin and her nose. And the back of her ear, it literally looks like she made a little nest. Big Chief, you ain't mine. I ain't got time for all that. Mm-hmm. True. You are not lying. So true. So true. Yeah, and I don't have time nor patience for all that garbage. What you see is what you get. Ow! Stretch my leg. Hey, my name, Pops. Yeah, don't stress about it. If they can't see you got a heart of gold, regardless of how you dress, it ain't worth it. Worth wasting your time. You can do what I do. Smile and nod a lot. I do that a lot. Because I ain't changing for nobody. Yep. I ain't got time for all that nonsense. Over the years, I've gotten a lot better at smiling and nodding. And then walk away. She cracks me up. She's got my robe. She pulled my robe over there. Her butt's on my robe. She pulled her blankets off her bed. She's got them strode across the floor. She's got her head in my britches. Yeah, she cracks me up. Big Chief. That's fantastic. Yeah, she done made herself a big old bed across the floor. The only part of her that's on her actual bed is her butt. Is that a Georgie I hear? Is that a Georgie? You stay. I can love one George. Don't give me that look. Hey, that's perfect. I don't blame you. Not one bit. Now, usually we do a big old Christmas Eve party where we get together. It's just finger foods and snacks. Um, and we do our Christmas gifts and stuff with the family. And then we go back Christmas night for Christmas dinner. So I know I tried to get him in here, but he didn't want to come in. I heard him in the hallway. The gassy pit? You mean Mona? What are you doing? Now that you're awake, do you want to come say hi? Let me move everything so you don't step on it. All right, come here. Come here. Come here. Momo, come here. Oh, that's a stretch. Oh, there it goes. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, that was a big stretch. Come on. Girlfriend, you gotta jump. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, give me your butt. Okay, there we go. Oh, girlfriend, I had to lift your behind up here. Mwah. Hi, honey. Yet. Dimma, baby. Oh, yes. Yes, Big Chief. Absolutely. Scooter, if that's what works for you, that works. Oh, let me move my leg so everybody can see ya. Hi. What you doing? Hi, pretty girl. You've been over there passed out all day. Did you take a day off today too? Yeah. They can't see you very much. They can't see you. Let's try lowering this down a little bit. Stay. There we go. I know. I love it too, Scooter. She is a cutie. She's gorgeous. Aren't you, Booful? Aren't you, Booful? Yes, you are. You're just Booful. You mama's girl. Aren't you? Yeah. You mama's girl. Yeah, this is my baby. You just sitting on mama's tummy, huh? Yeah, get my baby. I love you. Yes, I do. Yeah, my baby. She's not spoiled at all. Yeah. You mama's girl. Oh, she's my girl. Love you. Right, Scooter? Very much so. She's been through a lot. Oh, her's been through a lot. Got ookies. Go clean your face. It's a little ookie, but we got it. There we go. Yeah, she's my baby. And she could sit here all day like this too. That's the sickening part. All day she could sit like this. She is. She very much is. I gotta clip her nails and paint them again. I gotta paint your nails again. Yeah. You got some old pink polish and some old teal polish. We gotta file that off and paint your nails again for Christmas. Yes, we do. And then we gotta clip your nails so that your boots fit. Because I have a feeling we're gonna have lots of snow here soon. So that means you gotta wear your boots when we go out. Okay? And she's spoiled rotten is what she is. She has winter boots that she has to wear. Huh. Yeah. She does deserve all the best things. Huh? Yeah. Mm. Love you. This is the life right here, y'all. Mm-hmm. Huh. This is the life, isn't it? Yes. And she did. She did. She kind of did pick us. Huh. This is the best. Oh, that's your other foot. Oh, that's your other foot. Let me check those nails. Let me see. Let me see that other foot. Let me see. Yeah, we gotta clip your nails. Yeah, we gotta clip them. Oh, oh, I love you. No drooling on my shirt though, okay? Hey, Michelle. Exactly, Scooter. Not once, but twice in the first few minutes. There we go. Yeah. But I'm telling you what, y'all, this is the life right here. Sitting in bed, got my yarn, I got my paints right there, got the yarn right here and here, and I got my dog in my arms. This is the life. Huh. This the life. Yeah. Oh, you can still see it. Okay. And my daughter decided to take one of her tattoo pens and color one of the leaves on my tattoo. Was that one of the leaves? No, it was the side of the butterfly. That's why. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sunrise. That's kind of what happened with her. Huh. That's what happened with you. Yeah. I know you. I know you. Now do me a favor. Don't drool on me. Okay? My luck, she'll drool on me and I'll have this big old wet spot on my shirt. Because she drools excessively in her sleep. Yeah. Yeah. No promises. Yeah, I'm telling you what, I've never developed what? A bond quite as fast with another dog as I did with her. I mean, I've always created close bonds with my dogs fairly quickly, but not as fast as I did with her. And I think it's probably because I had to clean her wounds, help her heal. We went through a lot early on together, didn't we? Yes, we did. Yeah, Scooter. It feels like it. Is we soulmates, baby? Mama, is we soulmates? Okay. You big old chunk of monk. You're getting a little hefty, girlfriend. You're going to have to cut back on your food just a little bit. He's getting a little heavy. You keep putting on weight, Mama's not going to be able to pick you up and put you in the tub. All right, Michelle, what you need to know? Ask me your biggest questions. Okay, it's just playing with me. Yep, we're just hanging out right now. To ask me your biggest questions. Yeah, we're not going to need the clock tonight. Okay, so how do you know if you qualify? If you have a condition that limits your ability to live a normal life. A service dog is meant to alert to medical issues or assist individuals with being more independent. If you qualify based on those, my recommendation, it's not required, but I always highly recommend it, is that you go ahead and just get a note from your doctor, which is basically just a prescription with your doctor's information, your name, the fact that you need named dog for assistance. In my case, it's psychiatric and mobility. Now, that is not required, but I always highly recommend it as the first thing that you do, because a lot of times if an emergency happens or you need it for housing, things like that, it's always good to go ahead and have it because it doesn't expire until the life cycle of the service work of that dog. What? So that's how you know if you qualify. Would a trained dog assist you with living a more fulfilling and independent life? And or can they alert to a medical condition like cardiac arrest, or not cardiac arrest, but cardiac issues, diabetes, hearing aid, seeing eye, things like that? That's how you do it. Where you would start, it really depends. Depending on what exactly you need from the service dog is where you would start. Um, for me, I needed to decide on a breed that would be strong enough and stable enough that I could use them for bracing on to push myself up to get off the floor if I fall or if I squat down or something like that. And I can't physically get up on my own, I can brace off of her. Structurally, the way she's built, she is strong enough to handle that. See, yeah, exactly. So my issue, I have um, social anxieties. I have a hard time standing in line with people behind me. Um, if it's too big or too crowded, um, people get too close to me that I don't know. Things like that, I don't handle very well. So that's kind of what she does. Is she actually creates a small barrier around me. Um, yeah, I just saw it. Give me a second. Exactly, Scooter. Seizure detection, fainting detection. Yep. Yep. Um, so that is part of her psychiatric service. Um, the first task I trained her for, truly trained her for, not something that she just picked up on her own, but truly trained her for, was to assist me in being able to get up. And her command is simply brace. And she will just and really brace herself and her feet so that I can push up off of her on her shoulders, which is the strong part. Um, then we started training for um, the psychiatric service, which basically is crowd control. That was the one of the biggest things that I needed from her is crowd control. Um, and blocking. So that was the next thing. Over time, she learned her own to alert when I'm dragging my feet. Um, on days that my pain is higher, I struggle to walk well the more I move. Um, so there are times by the time I get off work after, dealing with big dogs all day long, that I'm physically exhausted. And that tends to be when I trip and stumble the most. And it's because I'm dragging my feet. So when I'm dragging my feet, she will bounce off my leg to tell me that I'm dragging my feet. I start picking up my feet a little bit more, and she doesn't bounce off my leg. Start dragging them, she'll start bouncing off my leg. Um, there are different ways. Now you can work with a professional trainer um, to train for what you need. That can get expensive. So it really depends on what you need, um, and how you want to go about acquiring your dog. she's a pity breed, but as Americans, we tend to generalize the pity breeds because they're all so similar. She's actually a Staffy, to be specific, but yes, she is one of the pity breeds. Huh. I see you. I see you. And she is a rescue. But the pity breeds are very emotional dogs. So they tend to create once they are bonded. They also pick up on emotional changes in their owners very well. Huh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Aussies are overly border collies are overly smart, which works really well if you need retrieval tasks, um, alerting tasks like cardiac, um, things like that. They work with those types of dogs are very, um, very good for those types of tasks. All right, here's another thing. If before that ban goes into effect, if you have a service dog, they are no longer considered pets. They are medical equipment and they are grandfathered in because they are medical equipment. So, legally, according to the way the ADA law is written, there is no ban on a breed of service dog. As long as you own the service dog and the service dog is signed off, this is where I'm talking about things like this. If you had that doctor's note, you could prove that service dog was a service dog before any breed bans go into effect. So they cannot do anything if it is a service dog. And having that doctor's note is one way to prove when your dog became a service dog. There is now people will say you need to register your dog, you need to do this. There is no no federally recognized. No, we're talking about the US government. There is no federally recognized registration list. Now there are companies that will register your dog for a fee 99% of the time. But that absolutely does nothing unless whoever is looking at the registration knows what list you're registered with. But on the federal level, there is no federally recognized registration list. So if somebody asks you if your dog is registered, one, that's illegal. And two, there is no federally recognized list. Oh, damn. Here's the thing that I have found. If you already have a note, nice. So you're good. If you have a bond with a dog, it is much easier to train them. Now, the difference between a service dog in training and a full-blown service dog is literally one thing. A full-blown service dog can perform a minimum of one task. That's all. That is the difference between a service dog in training and a service dog. So she was a service dog in training until she learned the brace and allows me to utilize her for mobility. That is her main task. Once she understood that, and I was able to regularly use her for that, she became a true service dog, not a service dog in training. Oh, 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 hi, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. You put your nose down. That is the difference. That's all the only difference between in training and not. So once they master at least one task for your benefit, that's all you need. I gotta scoop, Mo. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I just had to scoop. There we go. So, if you were to have a service dog and you walked into a restaurant, they are legally able to ask you 2 questions. Is that a service dog? And what task is it performed or is it trained to perform? They cannot ask you about your medical issues. They cannot ask you about your psychiatric issues. They cannot ask you anything about your condition. All they are legally allowed to ask, is it a service dog? And what task does the dog do? That is it. Now for her, because her main task is mobility, that's simply all I say. I don't have to explain the crowd control, bracing. I don't have to explain all that. All I have to say is mobility. If they really want to push, then I bring up the psychiatric. Yeah. Yeah. And then I explain that she performs stress and anxiety response, um, and crowd control. Those are the main ones that she does. So that's all you have to explain. You don't have to say anything at all about your medical condition. You simply tell them what the dog is trained to do. If they ask for registration papers, there's no such thing. There's no if like the vests were making her itchy, which was adding to her scratching her back and rolling on the concrete, breaking her hair on her back and sides. So she doesn't wear vests very often unless it's cold. She doesn't she'll tolerate them, but she would prefer not if she can avoid it. So if somebody says you have to mark your dog, legally, no, you don't. We tend to go ahead and mark our dogs because it does help, but it doesn't stop. Just having a vest that says service dog is not anything. So, huh? You don't like the vests, do you? Huh. She's like, quit messing with me, Mom. Huh. Yeah, you. I'll sit here and hold your hand, though. Yeah. Yeah, we'll sit here and when she snuggles up with me, we hold hands. And don't we? We hold hands, don't we? Remember, no drooling on my blanket now. Okay? So, but if you develop a bond with a dog, that does help a lot. You do not have to, according to the way the ADA law is written, you do not have to complete any formal training programs, although depending on what you need, sometimes I do recommend that. If you need more specialized training like seizure alert, hearing aid, seeing eye, if you need super specialized training and services, then I do recommend working with a legitimate trainer to work on those tasks. But the ADA does allow for owner trained dogs. Where's my purse? We'll go over my little flyer handout that I use. There's my pouch. So I keep this. This is, you don't even have to buy these. I created this directly from the ADA website. And we'll go over it real quick. All right. So there's one side that is more for just general, general information. And one side the other side is for businesses. So beginning on March 15th, 2011, only dogs are recognized as service animals under Titles 2 and 3 of the ADA, with some very stringent and rigid exceptions for miniature horses. There's a size limit, a height limit. There's some very stringent and rigid allowances for miniature horses, but, we're dealing with dogs here. Service animals are defined as dogs that are individually trained to do work or perform tasks for people with disabilities. The ADA recognizes any condition that prevents you from living a normal life as a disability. Under the ADA, state and local governments, businesses, and nonprofit organizations that serve the public must allow service animals to accompany people with disabilities in all areas of the facility where the public is allowed to go. Service animals are dogs, any breed, any size of dog, and trained to perform a task directly related to the person's disability. My biggest issue is mobility, with a secondary of the psychiatric. That's her task. She is trained to assist me with the issues, the mobility issues that I have directly related to the hypermobility syndrome. There you go. Service animals are not required to be certified or go through professional training programs. Not required to wear a vest or other ID that indicates they are a service dog. Emotional support or comfort dogs, including therapy dogs, because providing emotional support or comfort is not a task directly related to a person's disability. Now, the other side. If you're working at a business or a state local government facility and it's unclear to you whether someone's dog is a service dog, you may ask for certain information using 2 questions. This is what I was talking about. Is the dog a service dog required because of a disability? What work or task has the dog been trained to perform? Those are the only, any wording of those 2 questions is all anybody is allowed to legally ask you. Now that, remember, this little sheet, this little handout, this side is relating to businesses, anywhere we would go. You are not allowed to request any documentation that the dog is registered, licensed, or certified as a service animal, or require that the dog demonstrate its task or inquire about the nature of the person's disability. A business or state local government can ask someone to remove their service animal if that dog is not housebroken, or the dog is out of control and the person cannot get the dog back under control. A business or state local governments cannot require certification or registration of service dogs or ban a service dog based on its breed. And then here's the information, the website and phone number for the ADA. These statements are literally copy and pasted from the ADA website when I created this little handout. So yeah, this is, and I have the file. So if you would like me to email it to you, I can. All I do is I print, because it's double-sided, what I do is I print 2 to a page. So it prints the half size like this. Then I take them out, flip them so that they, I can print on the other side, and it ends up printing out perfectly to where I get both pages on one. Then I just cut them up and then cut them lengthwise, cut the page in half. And then I just trim off a little extra to make them a little bit smaller. So there we go. Right, Aaron? But yeah, this is all the exact wording. All I did was change the text color. Green of what you can, red for what you can't, black for general information. But these are the exact quotes and statements straight from the ADA website. So, because you can spend all kinds of money buying all the nifty stuff from, companies that make this. They also tend to, a lot of times, they will also be the same companies that register service dogs. So all of that is just a scam. That registering service dogs, all that is just a scam, and it drives me nuts. So I tend to not buy a lot of commercial service dog items, because I don't want to support the scam stores that do those registrations, and a lot of times they're all connected. So I tend to buy a lot from like Wish for my patches, or I make a lot of my own gear for her. So I do a lot of the vinyl work and stuff, so I can make all of her service vests and all of that. I make her leash wraps. I don't buy a lot of commercial stuff, because a lot of that stuff does come from the same companies that try to scam people into buying these registration ID cards, and all of that is a scam. It is not required, even though they try to make you think it is. It drives me nuts. So I don't buy a lot of commercial stuff because of that. A lot of those companies are all tied together. Yeah, I'll send you the file for that. I gotta figure out which computer it's on. But I'll email you. Email me so I can respond to your email. Once I figure out which computer has the file on it, and I'll just send you the file. Because there's no point to go buy these professional looking business cards, and again, a lot of that stuff all ties back to companies that try to make people believe that registering your dogs is required and necessary, and charge you for that service, and it doesn't need to. You don't need to. The ADA has set it up that way for accessibility. You start putting all these requirements on people, requiring professional training, requiring registration. Well, first of all, the federal government doesn't have a registration list. These are independent companies that register the dogs, not the federal government, not even the state government. These are individual companies that register the dogs. Thank you, Scooter. Not any kind of you know. Now there is one that the ADA partners with, but again, it is an independent individual company. It is not the ADA. It is not the federal government. So requiring registration, requiring formal training, trainers, training programs, requiring that the dogs complete certain training courses, things like that, requiring that limits accessibility for people who are disabled. And a lot of times people who are disabled are on the lower income. So all that does, requiring all these things, all that does is restrict access. So they don't, it's not required. However, the dog's behavior is going to determine whether a business will allow you to stay. Businesses do have the right, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. If your dog is not housebroken, and if your dog is not well behaved and disrupts the flow of business, you can be asked to leave legally. So that's, a lot of people take advantage and just say, oh, it's a service dog, and the dog is not trained, it's not well behaved, it disrupts business, it just, and people, businesses are too afraid of being sued to do anything about it. But there are legal ways for a business to be able to ask people to leave if their dog is disrupting business and they're not actively trying to control the dog. That's a big part of what's made service dogs such a hot topic, because it's a fine line. What do you do? Renee, how are you? And there could be that issue too. Now the thing would come down to is if you had a condition that would make having her with you as a service dog better. In my case with Mona, we know all about her mobility training, but some of the psychiatric training is not only does she do crowd control to give me a little bit more of that feel safe bubble, but she also, if she senses that my stress or anxiety is starting to rise, she will act funny, be goofy, jump up on me, lick my hands, lick my legs. She will do what she can to try to distract me from focusing on whatever it is that is starting to stress me out or cause my anxiety to rise. So that is considered stress and anxiety response. Um, she also does DPT, which is deep pressure therapy. So that's where she'll jump. She's heavy enough and strong enough that she'll jump up on me and she'll press her paws and press her head into my belly and chest. There have been a couple times where that wasn't effective, and we actually had to go find a corner and sit down. And she sat on me, leaning into me, and that actually is scientifically proven to help to reset the nervous system from fight or flight to rest and relax. So she also performs DPT to help with that. So that would be something to think about, if your dog assists with anything like that. You've been at one point in time diagnosed with anxiety or depression. That is something that you could train your dog to do so that you can handle, especially social anxieties, because having that distraction will help you. So it really depends on what, if you have any issues that would help being more independent or living a more normal life. Are you dreaming, baby? He's dreaming. I felt you starting to twitch. Good girl. Yeah. I have been resting today because it's going to be a busy week. Tomorrow is a very busy day. um, and then it's going to be busy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And again, I'm very busy going back to work on Thursday because I kind of had to split most of my dogs from Tuesday and Wednesday. I split between Monday and Thursday on top of my normal Monday, Thursday dogs. Yes, I forgot. Yes, I got it right here. So yeah, it's oh, him is handsome. Him is handsome. I hope you can see that. Oh, oh, that was a big yawn. I'm sorry. Ah, him's handsome. But yeah, I've been sitting here most of the day just resting because I know it's gonna be a week. It is gonna be a week. So, but yeah, if anybody ever has questions about that, email me with your questions. Um, yeah, he was gorgeous for sure. Um, we might set up a time to where we can do a video chat or a phone call or something, because sometimes it's just a lot easier to be able to talk it out than trying to put it in words. Um, so if that's the question, or if that's the issue, then we might do a little bit of a phone call or video call, and we can discuss it. But yeah, that's basically the basics of very basics of service dogs. Yeah, I know, Scooter. I'm getting ready. Did you seriously just burp on me? You seriously just burped on me? Really? I still got to get your special treats. I'm not going to say the C word because you're going to know what that is. So, All right, folks, I'm going to try to stretch out and relax a little extra tonight since it's going to be a crazy week. And I kind of have been on the... Yeah, it was going to be a short lot, but then we started talking dogs and Scooter. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. But it is short a little bit. Yes, I will have to definitely remember that and make sure that I take enough time to rest in between so that I'm not a moving zombie. Yeah. Yeah, and under normal circumstances there's no um nothing in the law that says a dog, like a tripod, um that a tripod couldn't be a service dog. There's nothing in the law that says that a dog with medical issues can't be a service dog. But because his seizures may potentially be tied into his well, seizures are nervous system responses. But because his seizures may be tied into stress or being overly stimulated, being a service dog probably would not be a good idea for him. It's not to say you can't take him to pet friendly places, but still kind of monitor, you know, his stimulation levels to try to see, you know, make sure that he's not overstimulated. Yes, I will pace myself, Scooter. I will definitely pace myself. Exactly. So being, you know, being a service dog, at least at this point, is not ideal for him. So if you can get him to start ignoring some of the things that overstimulate him, then you might have a fighting chance. But with his issues, it may not be a good idea because his seizures potentially are related to being overstimulated. So all right. On that note, folks, I did get the notification that Cricket went live. I have not looked to see if anybody else is live, but it is time for me to lay down and get some rest. At least stretch out. I'm going to take some more migraine meds to try to stay ahead of this headache that's trying to turn into sunrise. I hear you. I have had to tell people no treats today. She's been extra gassy because we've been here, and here, and they always give her treats, and she's been extra gassy, so no treats today, but you can give her extra snuggles, extra loves. Hey, Robert, I just saw your email come through. I'll check it as soon as I get done. So, yes, I have the same problem. And I have to literally tell them, you know, we've been too many places the last few days. She's had too many treats. She's a little extra gassy. So how about some extra snuggles instead? It's disgusting how often I have to do that. Tiff is live. Okay. Hey, Brad. How are you? You're just in time. I got to say, hey. Okay. I'll look at it. Thank you, Scooter. All right. But it is time for me to take the migraine meds. Trying to stay ahead of this headache before it turns into a full-blown migraine. Because that's the last thing I need for the next few days. No, no, Brad. No, sometimes I have to tell people no treats for the day because she's had too many over the previous days and she's gassy. So to keep her tummy from getting too icky, I got to tell her sometimes it's just extra loves and not always the treat. Wait, there she is. You get to see her before we go. Brad's here. You just want to go back to sleep. What, you've been sleeping all day? We haven't gone anywhere today. You're sleeping all day. All right. All right, so we've got a couple of links in the chat. So if you'd like to continue the conversation, please click one of those links. Let them know. Hi, baby. Let them know I sent you. Oh, you smiling? You smiling, baby? That's my girl. Yeah, let them know I sent you. If not, and you're headed to bed like I will be shortly, sweet dreams, sleep tight. If you need them, night meds. If you're on the other side and you're just starting your day and you need them, day meds. I hope you have a wonderful day. Find something beautiful to look at, like a smiling Mona. Love it. Yeah, my girl. Yeah, a smiling Mona will do it every time. Huh? Yes. I love you. I can't think of anything other than Scooter report tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific. Yes. Yes. 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, Scooter report. I might be a little late, but I still plan on being there. So y'all be patient with Scooter until I get there to help out with the links. Give her lots of encouragement because she's awesome. So, that's all I got. That's all I got. So on that note, in case I don't see you beforehand, Merry Christmas. And remember, a little bit of kindness, a smile, and a little bit of love make this world a better place. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. We love you, Scooter. So, I will talk to you guys later. It's time for me to take my meds, too. Yes. You ready? You gonna tell everybody bye? No? Okay. She's just like eyeballing me now. All right, folks. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.